Thanks very much, Chris. Yes, Ireland versus India. The penultimate quarter-final here at the Vitality Hockey Women's World Cup 2018. A few nervous faces in the tunnel, as you would expect. This is a big game for both these nations. Well, I have to say, the Irish looking a lot more relaxed. Interesting stat along the bottom of your screen there. Only South Africa have had less possession than India in the tournament. Rani Rampal looking to lead her team out and getting the nod. Katie Mullen leads out the Irish. Plenty of support around the Lee Valley Hockey and Tennis Centre for the Irish. And to be fair, there is some support for India as well, but it's not quite as loud as the Irish. Now they're trying to make as much noise as possible, and he's flying the flag for India. The players are out, and we will now pause for the anthems. And first, the anthem of Ireland. A truly rousing anthem for the Irish, and now it's time for the national anthem of India. That is the end of the formalities. Now we turn our attention to the action. It is the quarter-final here. One of these teams will go through to the semi-final. And they will play Spain as we look at the lineups of both the teams. First of all, Ireland. Well, Aisha McFerrin has been the goalkeeper of the tournament, and you feel again she's going to have to be on point tonight for Ireland. Defensively, they've been very strong. Matthews, Zoe Wilson, Rasheen Upton and McKay and Mullen at the back. And then in the midfield, we've got Chloe Watkins, Lizzie Colvin and Pinder as well. Gillian Pinder, they're going to have to link up with their forward line of Nikki Evans and Anna O'Flanagan. Bit of a surprise that Deirdre Duke starts on the bench as she got their tournament off to a great start with an early goal against the USA, and they've never looked back since then, the Irish. For India, in goal is Savita. She started every game for them and has been again in great form. Their defensive four will be Gurjit Kaur, Grace Deepika and Sunita Lakra. But the midfield is where they're going to have to really perform today. Monica, Namita Topo, Navneet Kaur and Lilima Mins make the lineup there. And then up front, the young 18-year-old Lalremis Siami and Rani Rampal, the experienced captain, looking to find the goals for them. Look out for Wandana wearing number 16. She too is lethal. And Kokar is also a player to look out for India. She's had a good tournament for them. Reena Kokar wearing number 6. And Rani Rampal, seen it all before. Aisha McFerrin salutes the crowd. Final stretches. We're about to get underway. And it is India that start this quarter-final match. And you just feel with the Irish that they should listen to the words of a former Prime Minister, which was Jack Lynch, who played hurling and Gaelic football, when he said, play every match as if it's your last, but play well enough so that it isn't. Wise words for the Irish. Can they live them out today? It's broken free inside the D, and strong defending, and it needed to be from Monica. Still alive, though, for Ireland. Into the D they go. Long corner. I'm Ashley Morris alongside me in commentary today. Former England and Great Britain player, Mel Clulo. Mel, what a start by the Irish.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching Ireland play today, actually. One thing that really strikes me, you could see it when they came out the tunnel, they are having so much fun, and I think it spreads through the team. They've got a great crowd that have managed to fly over from Ireland, so certainly all positive signs for them at the moment.
And when you're having fun, it's a lot easier, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think, you know, when you think about the journey that the Irish have been on over, well, probably, what, 2-4 years, they've watched the men be successful, and now this is their moment to have an opportunity to really sort of stake their own claim within Ireland and obviously world hockey as well.
And Sean Moran has also said that he wants his team to enjoy it because they're on the edge of history. 44 years since India have made the semi-finals of a World Cup. They made it in the very first edition of the Women's World Cup. Can they do it again in 2018? On the attack now, just over the baseline, they earn their first long corner of the match. Short pass, strong challenge coming from behind from Upton. And of course, it was 110 years ago at the 1908 Olympic Games. Ireland played in the gold medal match at White City in London. They were defeated 8-1 by England, and Reggie Pridmore scored 4 goals in that match and held the record until 1952 for the most goals in an Olympic final. Can they go all the way again, but this time with the women? It's a good ball out wide. McKay plays it in. That's well brought down. O'Flanagan trying to get past the defender. She's won a penalty corner. Oh, no, it wasn't. I thought it was a penalty. No. I think it was the umpires conferring and changing it.
O'Flanagan here, she has been again one of the bright forwards, but I think just as she spun round, she played the ball onto her left foot.
I'm sure the umpire, we saw Carolina De La Fuente point to the penalty corner. Obviously, there's Graham Shaw, coach of Ireland. What a ride it's been for him. Took over in July 2015, having worked with Darren Smith, who of course is back with New Zealand. Forward Udita, captain of the India under-18s. Good work again by Navjot Kaur. Sunita Lakra still having a knee strap, not quite as heavily as it was the other day, so we can only presume it's on the mend. Some players, though, it's just psychological, isn't it, Mel?
Yeah, I think it's there's a lot of tape that's being used now. Sometimes it's the mental effect that, oh, I've got that strap, so everything's going to be okay.
It's been either side at the moment. It's really taking the bull by the horns. Gurjit helps it forward. Was intercepted well, but Lilleman Mins picks up, steals it back. Good tackle coming from Zoe Wilson. Ireland back with possession. Nikki Daly plays it back to Wilson. Udita fighting back, gets it back for India. They look to open it up. Sunita Lakra goes wide now. Deepika carried over halfway and just pushes it into the pass of Wandana, but too far ahead of her, it runs out of play.
I think that's what's been really good from the Irish in this tournament, is their team defence. I think when you look at the number of times the opponent has got into the Irish circle, it's a ridiculous statistic, and yet they've only conceded 2 goals. So their team defence, and Aisha McFerrin, as you mentioned at the start, has, in my opinion, been the best goalkeeper of this tournament so far.
I have to thank Charlie Broom for these stats, but it is in fact 90 circle penetrations Ireland have allowed teams to have for 58 shots. There's going to be a shot here, although it's blocked again. Good defence from Ireland, and in particular from Alison Meek. In comparison, India have had 96 circle penetrations against them and only allowed 41 shots. Stolen by Ireland, now a chance to break forward again. This time it's Deirdre Duke giving chase, but she won't get that. Plenty of shouts for Ireland. If you look at these two teams, Mel, in terms of experience, there's not much to choose between them, because Ireland collectively have 2,308 caps amongst them, India 2,009. So Ireland slightly more experienced.
Yeah, it's also been the side that's been together for a significant amount of time. I think they started a journey in Valencia in World League semi-finals a good few years ago.
Tumbling into the circle, play on is the call, and India quite happily clear that away. And Wandana looks to break forward, now having to really put the afterburners on to get back and slow her progress. What she did in the end was Yvonne O'Brien, Byrne rather. Because Wandana is quick when she gets the chance to accelerate for India. I just feel this is where the game, I think, is going to be won or lost in the midfield with these two teams. Both, as you've said, Mal, strong defensively, but it's going to be that telling pass from midfield.
Yeah, I think these two are definitely solid defensively. They don't have that many goals, so it's going to be a case of, if you get an opportunity, as Ireland did in the group stage, they took their penalty corner exceptionally well with Anna O'Flanagan, and that was the difference on the day, and you can see it being something very similar today.
A free hit now to Ireland, edge of the D, taken quickly by Nikki Daly. Stolen away, good steal coming from Nikki Pradhan. India, though, don't worry being hemmed inside that defensive area. He doesn't know how to play. And Tice gets to play that one on. A lovely little bit of skill in the midfield from Megan Fraser. Just on the edge of the D, the decision again goes the way of India, but Fraser steals it back. Determination from her. Now breaking forward is Evans. Again, a tumble inside the circle. Free hit for Ireland, just outside the D. It's a good spell of pressure by them, and then that's lifted high on the reverse stick from Shirley McKay. It is, in fact, a long corner. Back again to Tice, who's been involved in plenty in this opening 8 minutes.
She's another one, isn't she? You could go through this entire Irish team and say they've had a solid performance, but she's, for me, has been probably their best defender. I think Alison Meek has been outstanding in sort of that screen position, just sat in front of the back four. One of those sort of unsung heroes that doesn't really get spoken about too often.
To the D for India. Ireland again scrambling. Goes over the baseline harmlessly. That was great defending. Just closed down immediately. It came to Navneet.
It could be the quick free hits that end up undoing defences because they're not given the opportunity to set.
Breaks forward. Rani, but just running out of play. I did check with the Indian team how her ankle was, and they said it's come up fine. She rolled it really badly in India's second match. That was against Ireland. But like the gutsy player she is, played on. Duke was coming back and trying to just pinch that one. Gurjit Kaur turning into trouble, but managed to get out of it was Deepika. Lovely skills being shown out wide by Navneet Kaur. Gorgeous catch.
Are you okay? Do you need this assistance?
Machine Upton.
IT?
Took the ball.
Okay.
I think it's a feet or ankle or something as the cross was coming in, the ball hit it.
Wait for the whistle.
Right on that front foot. India have thrown bodies forward now. And Ireland with another good tackle inside the circle. And Flanagan carries forward. Oh, great skills. And still going. And the pass coming back to the creator, which was Chloe Watkins. It's a tricky ball for her to bring under control, but it's been won back by Ireland.
Great break by Chloe Watkins. Haven't really seen too much of that from her in this tournament, but goes to show what you were saying about you feel the game's going to be won in the midfield, and she's one of those that can certainly do some damage.
She can. She's playing her hockey at Bloemendaal in the Netherlands now, but this is her 198th game, and dare you dream that if they win this, they win the semi-final against Spain, she could play her 200th game for Ireland in the World Cup final. But they've got to win this game and the next, and they'll be focused purely on this one at the moment. Comes out wide now to Shirley McKay. Hey, that was again a brave challenge coming in from Ramsiami. Coming up to the final 3 minutes of the first quarter. It's been very similar to the other quarterfinals we had yesterday. It's almost as if neither team prepared to go too far forward on the attack because they're worried they might make a mistake and get caught on the counter-attack.
But I think this is also the way both teams have played throughout the tournament. So are they going to come out in the quarterfinal and try and play a different brand or a different style of hockey? They played each other in the pool as well, so they already know each other very well. Arguably, you could say, yeah, come out and play something different because they would have prepared based on what they saw in the group phases.
That's when I was talking to Shord Marine, the coach of India, and he was saying he felt having that extra game benefited India, because you don't want to be sitting in hotel rooms not playing as Navjot Kaur breaks forward now, and of course she gets right underneath that as she tried to play it into the D on the reverse stick.
You need to play there, okay?
I think it's what you're used to playing in the tournament as well, isn't it? You're used to playing probably 2 games on, day off, game on, day off, and you know, for the teams that won their respective pools, some of them have had 3 days off, 4 days off, whereas, as you say, India have managed to play already, won that game, so they know they already have the taste of knockout hockey, whereas the Irish have, as you say, been sat around waiting.
They've been waiting 3 days, yeah, exactly as you say, Mel. And of course, the interesting thing is if India or England, they're going to have gone 1 day rest through to the final if they go that way. So those who played the crossover games, it'll be very interesting to see how it pans out. As Gurjit Kaur tries to get something not cleared by Ireland, a bit messy at the top of the circle. Siami is giving chase, but it should be cleared quite easily by Ireland and Chloe Watkins. Free hit again, taken quickly. Maybe though, an Ireland free hit, so the connection's not quite happening at the moment for India up front. The coaching staff is preparing for the first break, brought down by McKay. Short little pass from her, finds Miku, trying to help it down the line. Lila Min's just getting a touch. Okay, you can see what she was trying to do. Deirdre Duke had started making that run towards the corner, but just wasn't quick enough. Sometimes it just needs to hold up a little bit. India, though, with one last attack, just under 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Navjot Kaur looks as if she's run down a blind alley, but manages to get the ball to Siami. Good, strong defending again coming from Eleanor Tice. Into the midfield, the hooter goes, and that is the end of the first quarter. Graham Shaw quickly out of the blocks to get onto the pitch to talk to his players, and they jog over towards him. Sean Marine has his players around him as well. End of the first quarter, it's Ireland 0, India 0 in this quarter-final match at the Women's Hockey World Cup. It is a very hot afternoon here at the Lee Valley Hockey and Tennis Centre. The fluids need to be taken on. Keep the old mouthguard moist as well. Now, what would Sean Marine be saying to his players?
Well, I'm actually stood here trying to think of... I don't think either goalkeepers had to make a save in that first quarter. So, you know, I think in a quarter-final of any competition, the important thing is obviously not to concede, and they've done that in the first quarter. But I know he was a little bit disappointed with the way that India played the other evening. Obviously, they understand the enormity of what's ahead of them and also what they've already achieved. So I think for him, it's got to be about how we're going to get the goal shots on.
Well, there's Adrian Locke, who is watching on, the coach of Spain. His team already through to the semi-final, and they will play the winners of this match. I'm sure he'll love the fact that it's extra hot today, and they're going to use a lot of energy in this game.
I'm wondering if it's sunk in yet.
Well, we're going to go pitch side now to Krista Cullen, who's with Graham Shaw.
I am Graham. Any surprises from the start from India that caught you guys a little off guard?
No, not at all. No, exactly. Yeah, we expected exactly what we expected. I thought the girls started really well. The tempo was really good. We're just trying to see if we can up it again and play with a little bit more quality when we get to that final third, and just give us a few opportunities, hopefully.
So the last quarter you've got in there a fair few times. It's just outcome focused now. Yeah,
very much. So just, you know, you said, just get that quality on that final pass, and then just get possession of the ball inside the circle, and things can happen.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Krista, and the round pole picks up. Yeah, she couldn't keep it in play, in fact. That's pretty much what we were saying, Mel. It's just those connections and making those passes. I'm sure it's not all nerves, it's just the fact that India aren't making it easy for them, and vice versa, Ireland aren't making it easy for India.
Absolutely not. I think probably as a coach, you probably enjoy, you'd enjoy this game because it becomes a tactical battle as well. What can the coaches do? How can they influence the game? How can they change their tactics so that their side comes out on top?
Crashed out from the back, and it's gone all the way down the pitch, and it'll go over the baseline. There's Hannah Matthews. That's her father, a former Ireland and British Lions back row forward for in rugby. He also has the strange record of appearing on 2 stamps, postage stamps. The Irish fans below us are in full voice. They're from the Loreto Hockey Club, and of course some of the players out on the pitch play for that club. India again trying to be calm and intercepting the pass to Monica, and a chance for Ireland to break forward. Duke made a really good run, but unfortunately for her, the pass was under hit by Watkins. But Chloe Watkins has really started this game well.
Yeah, she has. It's just that attention to detail that Graham Shaw picked up on in that final third. For me, I think Deirdre Duke was out on the right-hand side, Nikki Evans on the left-hand side. They just didn't do enough for me with their lead run. Didn't really give Chloe Watkins almost like that guaranteed 100% pass.
India again looking to play out from the back. Gurjit helps it down the line, but that was easily read. Didn't clip the foot there. It looked like a moment's hesitation, and somehow Megan Fraser got away with that one. Linda Mins has also now just kicked it forward. This time it is spotted. Byrne has made a down the right-hand side, but happy to go back into the defensive line and fired forward again by Tice. Off the bottom of the stick of the Indian player. So it'll be another long corner to Ireland. Superb block on the edge of the D, although the whistle has gone, but it's in India's favour now. Rani, she bangs that one forward looking for Wandana, but I think Wandana was taken a little bit by surprise.
She's the only Indian forward up there, so even if she had trapped the ball, she had 4 Irish defenders to take on.
Just getting a touch on that. It was good work being done by Udita. Grace Ecker plays it out onto the right-hand side. It is a really cagey affair now as Nia Goyal plays it forward. Navjot Kaur. India getting a little bit of space. Goyal now bursting forward, looking to cut infield. Maybe should have just slipped the pass. As Ireland closed ranks and got the free hit. Too far ahead, and now Nikki Pradhan. Into the shadows she goes and fires it into the feet. Ali Meek. Shadows will stretch across this pitch. Nikki Pradhan, good pass to the baseline. Into the circle it goes from India. Good clearance again. India collect with Gurjit. To the baseline, Navjot Kaur collects, lays it back. Nia Goyal.
This is better from India as well. That, you know, we always comment on their, I guess, their patience in attack, but here they're just, you know, I think they probably should have transferred the ball and come back to this left-hand side and just keep shifting the Irish press from one side to the other, wait for the opportunity to open up and then go and attack.
Well, it was the ball into Udita again, who's been showing and getting in good positions, but she just couldn't trap up the edge of the circle. Good steal again coming from Fraser. Nice turn now from Nikki Evans. Well, that's about the 4th time she's hit the turf during this match, and this time it will be a card, and going off is Nia Goyal for a couple of minutes on the side.
So I think Nikki Evans has been taken out a few times. You can see, I'm not sure it was Goyal that actually did the first infringement, if I'm honest, but definitely taken one for the team there.
Absolutely. It was Namita Toto who committed the initial foul and the little bump. It's called taking one for your team, isn't it? That goes out of play. There she is, Nia Goyal. Actually, an interesting story about Nia Goyal. Her father left her mother when she was just 5 years old with 3 daughters And the mother worked 2 jobs, and at the age of 10, she went to the local hockey coach and said she wanted to learn how to play. She borrowed shoes, she borrowed sticks. Here she is now playing for the national team. She won the junior national championships at the age of 13, and that's when she was spotted. But the sad side to the story is that her mum and sisters have never seen her play an international match.
I missed you these last few days, Ash, I really have.
Thanks for that, Mel. I just think it would be wonderful if they could get to watch her one day on a big stage like this.
Well, I think to pick up on that, I think this Indian team has done incredibly well. Obviously not just to put Indian hockey back on the map, but there's so much written and there's so much TV coverage around men's hockey in India that you kind of hope if they can have a successful run, and even more so in this tournament, they have been successful already, then it will raise the profile for them back home in India.
Well, apparently there has been a little bit of coverage now they got to the quarterfinals. Inside the D it goes, great save, Savita. Well, the decision goes the goalkeeper's way.
It's a cross from Mullen. I can only assume that it's hit O'Flanagan on the body.
Good position from O'Flanagan, though, and stolen brilliantly by Ireland. India with a really uncharacteristic ball out from defence. Another free hit, Watkins on the ball now. Looks for O'Flanagan, O'Flanagan turns, good block inside the D. Well, it looked as if she was sure to get the shot on target.
Put your money on that one, wouldn't you? At least getting the sticker to hit, make contact with the ball.
Especially O'Flanagan as well, who's again looked really dangerous throughout this tournament. She's one of those players that plays with a smile on her face, but also a steely grin at times.
I think what I like about her is, you know, she plays the game physically, but she gives as good as she gets, and sometimes, you know, players like to dish it out, but then think they've been hard done by or fouled when it's given back.
And she is one of several of the Irish team that have qualified in the field of law.
Don't want to mess with her in a...
I know, that's what I was thinking. I wouldn't mind her defending me. I wouldn't want to go against her in court. She won one of the Ad Astra elite scholarships at the University College Dublin. Pushed out wide by Tice. Tice drops back. Good turn again from Watkins. Gets the free hit, just forced the foul from Rani. And there's a chance to break forward. Unfortunately, that one just again misdirected towards O'Flanagan. William Shaw making notes, Shaw Marine. Just giving instructions, talking to the players on the bench, making sure that they're focused as they come on. Approaching the final 5 minutes of the first half. Are we going to see the team really test a keeper?
I think if you are a goalkeeper, I'm sure you want to get a touch in any game as soon as you can. So it's going to be definitely about concentration. Savita in the Indian goal at least has had some action in front of her. McFerrin has been a spectator up until now.
She is indeed. Well, I thought Ali Meek was off the field of play when she brought that one down.
She can be, as long as the ball stays in play.
Yeah, I agree, I know that, but it looked like from where we are, it's just below our commentary position. Yeah, pretty good view of it. That's a great pick-up taken well by Navneet Kaur. Good pass from her as well. Looking to just cut infield, just stopped, and it will be a free hit. And India, I think, wanting a penalty corner, saying that deliberately impeded. Rani Rampal goes on the attack again, feeds it out wide, back to Rani, just wide of the target.
Lovely one sort of 1-2 play here. And Rani just couldn't open the shoulders enough to get the ball to the far post. But Ferrin watched that comfortably go wide.
Stolen again by India, but one back by Ireland. Sticks go flying, looking to play on quickly is Lizzie Colvin. Here's for an Irish ball. There's a free hit, it'll be taken by Nikki Daly. It was a ball from the side, was it? Or something they're not happy with where she took the free hit from.
Well, Chief, stop the ball and then you play. Good.
Tice now with a little bit of space will help it down the line. Mackay does the same, and picked up though by Goyal. And India happy to just pass their way out of defence. Wandana looking to go up the line, just checks back. Plays it infield. Lilima Mins comes back to Deep Grace Ecker. Deflected up the line, but the angle was wrong and it's gone out of play. Gives possession back to Ireland. Just under 3 minutes left in the first half. Are Ireland going to take the lead, or can India hang on?
But I think that was the right idea, trying to move the ball quickly from one side of the pitch to the other. Yes, it didn't come off, but that one touch down the line could be the way to break through the Irish defence.
Well, this could be the... Oh, unfortunately, I was going to say Nicola Evans had the perfect chance then, but it just bobbled over her stick. And India have just given possession straight back to Ireland. And they've got numbers coming forward. Just need to keep moving it. Comes to Colvin. Good defence again, top of the circle. And the whistle, free hit. Colvin plays on quickly. Looks to play it out wide, and it went underneath the stick of Watkins. What were we saying about just making those passes stick?
And it really is fine margins, and that pass didn't go past Chloe Watkins by too much. Perhaps a little bit of pressure from the Indian defender put her off, but I like the fact that they tried to take the quick free hit early, recognised where the space was, somebody was prepared to run into it, quick free hit, and it almost comes off for them.
Still a minute and a half left in the first half. Plenty of time for a goal. Navjot just plays it wide. Coming forward is Navneet. Navneet draws the foul. But she's taken the ball about a few metres further forward. And Pisnecki wants her to take it back. Navneet just gets there in time. He's looking to feed the ball back into Deepika, but it's going to be again. Deepika was shielding the ball. That'll be an easy collect, though, for Sunita Lakra.
Shirley Mackay, the Irish number 10 in the back line, took a stick to the bottom of her jaw. She was holding it after that tackle.
Rani, well, the free hit does go her way. I was going to say she could feel hard done by. Into the D she goes, but it's another strong tackle from the Irish defence, and now they look to turn defence into attack. Carried forward. Rasheen Upton. She now lets things go, and Evans will carry on as it comes back to Upton. Fraser, who bobbled a bit, but she managed to keep it under control, and a really good block to take that away from the D. Ireland looking to get on quickly. Into the circle it goes, taking a tumble. Considering going upstairs was O'Flanagan. She was looking for support from her teammates, didn't get it, so no referral. And the hooter is gone, and that is the end of the first quarter. You can see Anna O'Flanagan feeling that she was pushed, telling the umpire, why didn't I get a penalty corner? So the lawyer putting her case, the umpire waving it away. End of the first half in this quarter-final match. It is Ireland 0, India 0. As we go down pitch side to Krista Cullen.
And I'm here with Shirley Mackay. It's been a very even exchange. Is that what it's going to come down to? Who takes those opportunities?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a sign of two teams that really want it, and we're battling hard, and we want to hope that if we play hard for the next 30 minutes that their fatigue will be higher than ours, and we'll push and get the win.
and talking hard. I think you took a stick to the face just in that last sort of closing minutes.
It's all right, it just adds the beauty.
Thanks so much.
Cheers.
So it's a good start, but a little bit cagey, only one shot apiece and equal circle penetrations. How are your girls going to be the difference?
Yeah, we have to pass more outside their physical space. The physical in their space, they are good. Yeah, but we have to go more around. And we did a few times really nice on the right side, but we can do it much more. And defending, we have to give more energy to intercept more balls.
And it seems to be a lot of crash ball to circle from both teams. Is it about building up play?
Yeah, but that's not what we want. We want to play more short, but yeah, sometimes the mind says something different. So I hope they are calm, more calm, and we play easier, so we will create more.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. The second half about to get underway. Ireland, the Green Army, against India, the Indian Eves. Half an hour of play to go. Who will come out on top in this quarter-final? Both teams playing it cagey at the moment. Marine saying that his players just need to play the ball to each other into space rather than just smashing it towards the circle. Pushed back, aerial pass brought down by Anna O'Flanagan. She keeps it in play. Evades two challenges and then just lets the ball go to Colvin. She's dispossessed. Rani was the player doing the good work for India. Monica decides to leave it behind. Deepika to Deep Grace Ecker. Well, these two teams, and I must thank again the Indian historian B.G. Joshi, because they played 24 times. India have won 6, Ireland 15 times when they've met, and there have been 3 draws. Although I should state as well that the last 10 matches, India have won 4, there have been 3 draws, and Ireland have won 3. So last 10 matches, India have the ascendancy. Off the leg there. She played the ball away after the whistle. Lucky not to get a green card.
At least the corner, surely. I think the only way she's got away with that is there wasn't an Irish player anywhere near her trying to take the quick free hit.
I admit, though, Carolina de la Fuente was very clear, don't do it again. And those passes still not happening. Ireland play on very quickly. Busy as ever, just as she was in the first half, is Mackay. The deflection goes the wrong side of the post for Ireland's fans. Just wonder what it's going to take to turn this match, Mel.
It's an interesting question, and one that's pretty difficult to actually answer at the moment, because there hasn't been anything in the first half that's made me think there's that weakness there or that's a weakness there. I think Stuart Moray makes a valid point, which is actually the way these teams are set up. Maybe it's going to be balls into spaces, a little bit like that one that Mullen nearly got on the end of. Maybe that's going to be the difference, but is it going to be a special piece of skill, or is it going to be an error?
I don't feel for the player if it is an error. Remember at the end of the game against England, there was a mistake at the back that gave England that late equaliser, and the Indian player that made that mistake was in floods of tears at the end of the game. I'm not going to repeat her name because I think she doesn't deserve that.
but I think it also shows what it would, you know, what it meant to the Indian players to be so close to the #2 side in the world.
Absolutely. Good intercept, though, on Ireland again, and Hannah Matthews bursting forward. Deepika just helped it forward. Again, the free hit goes to Ireland, so India just not trapping quite as tidily as we're used to seeing them. Cuts wide now to Watkins. Forced to go back infield by Monica. Wilson now. Wide onto the right for Ireland. Goes back to Wilson again. No penalty corners yet in the match, and you wonder whether that might be a point where one team can claim the ascendancy. Over the side it goes. It's an Ireland ball. India thought it was theirs, and into the turf it goes. Quite a good deflection, though, from Mullen.
I know I said it in the first half, but I personally feel it is going to be that quick free hit that is going to be the undoing of either team. I think they are so solid and set in their team defence that if you allow them to set up, they're going to be really difficult to break down. But if you can take a quick free hit or a self pass, you can take a couple of players out of the game.
Deepika over the ball. Not quite sure what the strong blast on the whistle was, and that's a poor trap there from Gurjit Kaur, giving Ireland possession. Recovered well just to prevent Evans getting round the back, but Evans now trying to get past Gurjit Kaur again, but this time the Indian defender does well. Trying to play out from the back, Nikki Pradhan, but she's given the ball away again. Just those mistakes India making.
They're certainly creeping into the Indian game at the start of this third quarter. The question I guess we're going to ask ourselves is, can Ireland capitalise on these mistakes?
Tice goes wide. Matthews on the reverse stick, blocked easily at the edge of the deep. Help forward. Wandana looking to deflect it forward so she could run onto it, but well read by Colvin. Kept in play. That was determination from Udita. She finds Wandana. Wandana just again looks to just knock it past, and it looks to me like Ireland have done their homework on there, because twice now the covering player has reacted the minute she's knocked it past and looked to run onto it.
We're so often used to seeing Indian players, whether male or female, comfortable running with the ball, and cover defence. Double teaming is going to be important.
Matthews, down the line it goes. Again, it's easily intercepted by Deepika, goes infield. Good steal again coming, this time from Fraser. But at the top of the circle, Deep Raisenke wins it back again for India.
I tell you, if Megan Fraser had looked up at that moment in time, I think Anna O'Flanagan had peeled off to the left-hand side, and the top of the circle opened up nicely for her. But I don't think she looked. I think she was so tuned in to making that pass to O'Flanagan that it was perfectly read by the Indian defence.
And the ball boy just colliding down here with Ali Meek. She does apologise. There's actually, sorry, ball girl. Got a mixture on the ball patrol of boys and girls. That's a good take on the reverse stick. Now a chance for Navjot Kaur. Gives it to Nikki Pradhan. It's a little bit slow though, evades O'Flanagan. Bouncing ball into the deep. Again watched all the way onto the stick, and it needed to be. Good defensive play from Zoe Wilson. Coca now is wide on the right. It was not a good pass to Goyal. Forced to go back to Wilson. India, high press, trying to force them into the corner. Goyal working hard. Meek trying to dribble out, almost took it over the side. Needed to the player penalised. Wilson lifts it over the top. That's brought down this time by Nicola Daly. Daly trying to weave one way, then the other. Deep Grace-Ecker just getting a stick on that. Meek, though, steals it back for Ireland. And Deep Grace-Ecker will be penalised. Meek plays on. That's a good tackle on the edge of the circle coming from Sunita Lakra. She clears the danger. And here come India now on the attack. Not many bodies forward, but Wandana gets the chance to run. She's asking for the player in front of her, which is Captain Rani, to just make a run for it.
She's asking her to do something.
It was bold, telling the captain what to do.
It was a very quick counter-attack by India there, and I think for me that's where I have the questions as to whether the midfield and forwards can actually get up high. I think when Ireland, when they get isolated up front, there's so much willingness from the midfield to get up there and support the ball carrier.
We've gone past the halfway stage of the third quarter. Still no goals as yet. At the moment, Savita is really the only one of the keepers that's been called into action. Daly trying to weave a little bit of magic for Ireland down the left-hand side. Gets onto the reverse stick, brought down, and in the end controlled. Namita Topo. A good strong challenge by Udita. Manages to find Rani. Rani is surrounded by green shirts. Looks to advance, and snapping at her heels was Tice. Managed to get it over the side. Rani drills that one in, stolen by Udita, top of the do. She then goes and steps on the ball as she was turning to try and hit it on the reverse stick. Just stepped on it.
Thought we were going to get a goal shot then.
So did I. But here come Ireland again. Daly is wide. Good intercept again from Namita Topo, Sunita Lakram rather. Rani trying to steal it. Tice again, strong in the challenge. Over the side it goes. Neither team has had a shot so far in the second half. It's all been pretty much around the edges of the circle. And Ireland going to manage to manufacture one now. All played out wide, but never going to get on the end of that pass.
Ireland's turn to be making a few basic skill errors. Saw that at the start of this quarter from India.
Well, this may well be a chance. There's good work at the top of the circle now. Trying to find a way in is Pinder. Gets a free hit. Irish fans trying to get in unison, some sort of cheer going. Tice again, slides it into the D, appeals for a foot, and penalised is Nicola Evans. I just wonder now, the quarter-final, both these teams, Ireland have never been in this position. As I mentioned, India playing for a semi-final spot for the first time in 44 years, and you do wonder whether some of this is just the enormity of the situation is getting to them.
It may, I mean, it's a valid question, and it may well be, but I'd like to think once the game is underway, you forget almost what round you're playing. You're so focused on the magic work processes, but what the coach has sent you out to do, the tactics that they've set up, that should be your focus. How are we going to deliver the game plan that the coach has set out, rather than we're playing for a place in the semi-final?
I do want to give some of the coaches a thesaurus so they stop using the word process and maybe find a different word for all those interviews. I don't think they will, though.
I think it's a buzzword that has many connotations behind it. Each team will have their own way of dealing with that. Good work by O'Flanagan. She made a good run into the circle, but it was intercepted again by Sunita Lakra. And the free hit goes the way of Ireland once more. We're in the final 3 minutes of the third quarter. Into the circle it goes. Deep Grace-Ecker had to get there. O'Flanagan was about to release the shot. The safety catch was off. Certainly the work rate of Anna O'Flanagan, she's really working tirelessly, and you do feel that if a chance comes her way, she's the most likely. Given away again, breaking forward now, Pinder just slipping again.
And India, well, they don't get it out. They should have done. Meek over the ball now for Ireland. And an obstruction given against Meek.
I think that's being blown quite a lot in this tournament, is players using their body to stop another player from getting the ball. So it's the body that's obstructing rather than there being a stick obstruction.
So then asked, doesn't that happen almost every shootout?
Yep.
We won't enter a debate on that one now. Wilson plays it forward for Ireland. And Sheen Upton, good pass from her, finds Chloe Watkins in space. Watkins cuts infield, move towards the D. Good block initially from Marina. And it's hit the foot just outside the D. Ireland wanted the penalty corner. The ball must go the 5 metres. I'm not sure that that actually did, as it was played into the D. India eventually scramble it clear, but it'll be still picked up by Ireland, and Watkins goes back across the pitch. Approaching the final minute of the third quarter, trying to spin and play that one in. Just losing it was Lizzie Colvin. Now India get the chance to break forward. Rampal was making a good run, but in the end having to go the other way is Navneet Kaur. Rampal, or Rani as she's better known, is in the middle of the deep. Lalaram Siami takes a tumble. The ball is cleared only as far as India again, looking for Rani at the back post. Well intercepted by Ireland. Carried out of defence now. Right, Roisin Upton, she's given it away again. Ramsiami didn't get that. That was a good defensive touch coming from Lizzie Colvin. Just took it away from her. Cleared over the side. India looking to just lay a sucker punch if they can at the end of this third quarter. Need to get the ball inside the circle quickly. In it goes. Good touch though. Zoe Wilson taken into the corner, and that may well be the last action, although it's stolen by Rani. Rani advances towards the deep, gets a free hit just outside the circle, wants the ball quickly from the ball patrol. Into the circle it goes, and just couldn't turn it, hits the foot of Lalra Misami. And that is the end of the third quarter. Graham Shaw not out of the box quite as quickly, but you can see he's trying to get his players around and hurry up, come on. I want to talk to you. I've got my last speech for this quarter ready and raring to go. Ireland 0, India 0. 15 minutes to go after this break. Are we going to find a winner from either of these teams? A very warm day here in London. Plenty of support for the Green Army. Can their fairy tale continue? Jordan Marine has his players all around him. Just a reminder, the winner of this match will play Spain in the semi-final. Ireland, second lowest ranked team in the tournament. Only Italy were ranked lower than them. They've done fantastically well. Just the one loss against England. They managed to top Pool B. Both the coaches have had their final say. Can Anna O'Flanagan find the goal that Ireland need, or will it be India? Wandana, she knows how to score. Udita, as captain the under-18s, is a leader within the team despite her years, just 20 years of age. So it will be Ireland to push back. Wilson throws it to the air out wide. It's been brought down well. O'Flanagan's at the back post, flicked into the D, but there was nobody that close. It was very easy for India to defend and carry out.
It was a great ball into space, and Mullen showing a change of speed around that outside. But how many times have we seen the Indians picking off those bouncing balls into the circle?
Good defence again coming from Watkins. Core, though, finds the foot.
Inside. Okay.
Ball comes forward now. Lilleman Min's trying to go on the reverse stick. Great block again from Eleanor Tice. Good interception again from Ireland, and coming back. And so Flanagan to win that ball, and free hit has been reversed. Apologies from the umpire. So Flanagan, having made a run forward, now has to get back and help out the defence.
I think that was good umpiring, because Carolina De La Fuente was not going to let India take that until Flanagan had an opportunity to get back into a defensive position.
I agree, as Daly breaks forward now for Ireland, but very quick to get back, and goal side was Deepika. Daly looks to play on, having won the free hit. Shaped to pass back, then goes on a run herself, but just lost control and made it easy for Deepika to take possession back for India. India managing to play it just up the line, and unfortunately, good football skills from Monica, but not allowed in this game. Out of play by Wandana. Are we headed for a shootout? Comes out to Wilson. Well, you might remember, Mel, in the playoff for 5th and 6th at the Hockey World League semi-finals last year. These two did meet, played a 1-1 draw, and it was a shootout. And Ireland won that one 4-3.
You've got to say, if you're a betting person, you'd say at this particular moment in time, it does look like it's got a shootout written all over it, but with 12 minutes to go, someone like Cano did yesterday for Spain can put their name in the history books for their country.
Good run again from Anna O'Flanagan. Just for the record on that game, 13 players from India were involved in that match. 13 from Ireland and 16 from... 13 from India, 16 from Ireland. Sorry, I'll get it right eventually. So plenty of experience in that match here for Ireland. Good run forward again from Rani. Into the circle it goes. McFerrin, will it be a penalty corner? We're going to have an umpire referral here.
It's a team referral?
Yeah, I'm going to check for the leg of
Foot.
Certainly in real time, it looked like it hit the foot. I think it was a missed trap by Matthews, and there I think it's a missed trap up onto her leg.
Laureen Delforge from Belgium is our video umpire, who played her umpired her 100th game last night.
So whether it hit, I think it's hit the arm or the leg off a missed trap from Matthews onto it. That angle's definitely not going to show it. Comes up off the arm. I think it should be a corner myself.
Here comes the decision.
Carolina, I have a decision for you. It hits a body of Ireland coming from her own stick, so you can award a penalty corner, and they keep the referral.
So it was an India referral, and it is an India penalty corner. A good referral by them. Now, can they convert the penalty corner? Rani waits at the top of the circle alongside her, Gurjit Kaur. Gurjit will have Namita Topo stopping for her. Monica will stop for Rani. Waiting for the whistle, I think. It's gone. Comes to Rani, takes a touch, hits it, saved well by McFerrin, logging.
And Tice does really well to then clear it off McFerrin. Particularly coming in from the stick, so she was on the stick side of McFerrin. not the greatest of, well, I was going to say not the greatest of traps, but I actually think she probably played that deliberately.
Rani now trying to weave her way in at the top of the circle, earns her team another free hit. Ball comes back to her. She looked to self-pass. And on the reverse stick, desperate defending again. And really good defending coming from Shirley McKay. Shirley McKay, who beat Nikki Simmons' record for the most appearances for Ireland. Nikki Simmons, whose birthday it is today, works now for the FIH, so we wish her a very happy birthday. Matthews goes back to Wilson. Just over 10 minutes left in this quarter-final match. It was just thrown away by Wilson. Rani will get to that. I didn't think she would. Now Wandana into the circle she goes. Rather heavy touch from her. Made it easy for Ireland to clear. In front of the keeper, it's going to break free. Again, it's good defence from Ireland in the end. They play on quickly. McFerrin can breathe a sigh of relief. O'Flanagan in space for Ireland. Looks to take on Gurjit Kaur. O'Flanagan goes past the defender. Across the face it comes, but
she looks full of running, Anna O'Flanagan, I have to say. I know they get rests and they get to come off, but her recovery rate seems to be exceptional. But that all came from Hannah Matthews' position in the Irish circle, making a trap with an Indian forward closing in on her.
It is worth mentioning the fitness. It's one of the things that Ireland have worked so hard on. They've been training early mornings with the ice hockey coach Colin Shields. That was before they went over to the Hockey World League last year. Early starts with him. And it is something they've really made the sacrifices to get their fitness levels higher. As it's carried forward again by Namita Topo. That was a soft pass, but luckily it's been picked up, and Siami looked to play it forward into the deep. Good defence again from Tice. And what's more, a really good pass that picks out Nikki Evans. Evans now, sorry, it wasn't Evans, my apologies, it was Mullen who now finds Evans. And that is superb from Deep Grace Ecker. It's a long corner now. Pinder. Upton gets past one. Matthews switches play over to the right-hand side, and unfortunately, it goes out of play. And here come India again. Navneet. Navneet manages to spin away from Matthews, then looks to go back the other side. She's done very well, and plays it to the top of the circle. There was nobody there, though, for Ireland. I mean, India, rather.
Suddenly the game's opened up a little bit, hasn't it? Whether fatigue rates are starting to kick in or not, I'm not sure. We've seen more, certainly counter-attacking from Ireland. India still, for me, look to be better in possession, more assured.
Still, neither team can break the deadlock in this match. Irish fans find their voice again. Free hit to India. Sanita Lakra comes out wide to Deepika. The whole defence shifts across. Deepika helps it down the line. Goyal, good pass from her to Rani. Rani looking to go round the back, gets past one defender. Rani somehow still has possession and then is penalised for shooting the ball again, using her body.
Well, as long as you weren't backing in, as long as you're moving the ball, sticking the ball and it's always in contact, how is that shielding? If you're not backing into someone, I get that, but as you said, in a shootout, everybody does that.
Well, Remy Siami releases the ball, but Navneet left it behind. And so now Ireland get the chance to go on the attack. Short pass finds Pinder. Pinder looks up. Needs to play it out wide, and that was misdirected And she's shouting at Daly, but Daly was in space.
I just think Ireland needs to do one more lateral pass. Ali Meek in the last two Irish attacks has really pulled out wide onto the sideline, and she's just being ignored, and the Irish players are trying to go through the numbers of the Indian team.
Wandana hits the ground. She's gone for a referral. She wants a referral. She feels she was fouled.
I saw, but for me it's nothing, okay? You jump. Lauren, yes, I saw the push, but I was so little, and she...
Okay. I'll have a look.
Well, there's the shoulder in the back.
No way, no way.
They hit out and they lose the referral.
Exactly.
She was warned, wasn't she? She said she saw it. I saw it, didn't think it was anything. Are you sure?
Yeah. No, I think that was just one of those referrals where you just let the emotion take over. And Rani, I'm sure, will not be happy about that, nor the coaching staff. Because you just wonder whether they're going to need it later in the game. Square pass was always going to be a danger. Good work was done by Evans to cut that one off. And again, a mistake. This time coming from Gurjit Kaur. She recovered in the end. But it's good pressure again from Ireland. Lovely turn just to get that away. Navjot Kaur pressured all the way by Lizzie Colvin. Ireland get it. Now they do get it eventually, but again, India win it back. Sunita Lakra. Over the side it goes though, so Ireland get the chance to play on. Mullen drives it in. Long corner to Ireland. We're in the final 5 minutes of this quarter-final. Ball popped into the air. Ireland have yet to have a shot on Savita's goal in the second half. Are they going to get one in this last 4.5 minutes? And what if they miss trap like that? O'Byrne looked up to the skies. Here, Goyal feeds it back to Udita. Good pass down the line. Wandana needs to do well. Goyal plays it in. Good defence again, though, from Ireland. Trying to turn is the experienced Mackay. And she gets the free hit. And say we're going into a shootout, Mel. I have that feeling.
We've had goals scored with 0.4 seconds on the clock, so I'm not going to go down that road until the final buzzer goes.
We have indeed, you're absolutely right. Wilson evades the first challenge and manages to get the ball out wide. Free hit goes the way of Ireland. Chance to play on there for Roisin Upton. And what is a card being issued from? Udita getting a green card. That's 2 minutes on the side. So India will be down to 10 players for the next 2 minutes. A minute and a half they will have back to the full quota. Down the line it goes. India, that's their free hit. I didn't actually work out what she'd done wrong.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't see it. Must have been, you know, something around the ball, whether it's knocking it away, not retreating the 5 metres.
Well, she was certainly standing more than 5 metres back.
Must have been something as the free hit was taken then.
Both coaches watching on from the side. I wonder how their heart rate's up. In it comes Fraser. And put under pressure, lovely little pass behind it. Wilson. Rani will look to close down. And we're collecting defence. Nikki Pradhan helps it down the line. Monica gives away the free hit. Monica, a wonderful tackle to get possession back for India. Making her way over now is Nikki Pradhan. India will look to eat up the clock if they can while they're a player down. Well, usually very good at doing that by just keeping possession. Ball just played over the side. Oh, in fact, it's free hit won by Rani Rampal. She gets, well, in fact, she doesn't get the free hit this time. She did kick it away and then realised she better play the ball back. Oh, that was unusual. You don't see that every day. Sunita Lakra taking it on the thigh. And Flanagan runs out of space. Long corner. Ireland have got players there straight away looking to play on. Matthews wanted to get on with it quickly. Wilson plays it wide down the line. Shirley McKay. Two Indian players trying to stop her. And the free hit goes Ireland's way. Well, that wasn't quite where the foul happened, but play on. And now she's done for shielding the ball.
Trying to work out with a minute left on the clock who I'd rather have on the ball in that situation. It's Chloe Watkins, who'd gone on the baseline. An attacking midfielder with individual skills, and no disrespect to Shirley McKay, she has been outstanding in this tournament. But I'd much rather have a skillful midfielder on it than a defender.
Well, here is Shirley McKay, plays it forward. Ireland, have they got time for one last attack? We're in the final 40 seconds. Good steal again from Rani Rampal, drilled towards the D it was. India looking to go on the attack. There's only Rani over the halfway line. Ball played towards her by Navni, given to Zoe Wilson, and then it was just deflected off Namita Topo's stick. Flanagan takes a tumble. India come forward. Now it's Monica. Monica has a wise head on her shoulders. Wandana plays it into the D. Good defence again, this time from Matthews, and she's absolutely smashed it into Monica. And the clock stops at 3.4 seconds.
Got to say, initially by Matthews, it looked like a simple trap, but actually, with not many, seconds left on the clock, she would have had to have concentrated on that more than anything, because she gave away the only corner of the game anyway.
Well, Ireland just dribble it back into the corner, and we are headed for a shootout. No goals in this match, no real clear-cut opportunities at either end. So you can't really say that either team deserved to steal a victory in this match. They just negated each other. And that is why we finished with a score: Ireland 0, India 0.
Trained it so many times. Okay, girls? Ben, I want to hear you one more. I want to hear you. Come on,
Thanks very much, Chris. Well, Savita takes her place under the crossbar. It is indeed Ireland to go first. Savita was in goal in that shootout. So too was McFerrin at the Hockey World League last year. And first up for Ireland is Nikki Daly. Daly, who was under doubt for this tournament with a stress fracture in her foot. There's a hush around the stadium. The whistle goes. Daly heads off to the right, cuts back almost onto a backhand, then goes onto the forehand. Savita's gone down, took a touch. Good work by the Indian goalkeeper. No goal for Ireland.
So Nikki Daly comes in too close to the goal. I mean, how many times have we seen the goalkeeper just with a big forehand? I mean, crikey, it's a swinging stick, and if it doesn't actually take the ball, then it's probably going to be a stroke. But there's just not enough being done by the person taking the shootout at this precise moment.
Aisha McFerrin taking her time to get in the goal and having to be hurried up. I think she's just making Rani think that little bit longer. Rani, the captain of India, lines up. Again, silence around the stadium. The whistle goes. Rani goes straight down the middle. McFerrin comes out just short of the penalty spot. Rani shoots, it goes off the keeper's body. McFerrin saves, no goals each after the first run.
So Rani comes in, McFerrin gets herself to the penalty spot, big left hand onto the post in the end. When your luck's in, and McFerrin certainly deserves that. Fantastic save.
Now it's Anna O'Flanagan. Just a reminder, 5 shots per team, and then it goes to sudden death. O'Flanagan almost went before the whistle. Savita comes out. O'Flanagan goes on the backhand, then opens up onto the forehand. Savita hasn't committed, but she did then. And a call for, well, she wanted the referral, but I think a penalty stroke has been awarded. India are going to refer that.
I'm going to check it specifically.
Your thoughts on this, Mel? I thought it looked clean to the naked eye.
Anna O'Flanagan was... She was immediate, though, wasn't she? Immediate.
So is it stick, then ball, or ball, then stick? And then is it back stick? That's the other question.
Oh, goodness.
Looks to me like the edge of the stick.
Yeah, I think that bit's okay. I think it's clean, but it's so difficult to tell in that particular situation. Does she come through the back of the stick to then knock the ball away?
Here comes the decision.
Carolina, the tackle was clean, so for me it's just a nothing. So they just keep the referral and Ireland don't score.
Okay.
So there is no penalty stroke, and Ireland do not get the penalty stroke. Savita has done her job again. Anna O'Flanagan not happy. She missed in the playoff in Brussels last year. Now to come forward is Monica for India. Again, McFerrin takes her time. She's gone right off to one side of the goal. Maybe to try and force Monica to go that way. Monica does, in fact, go that way. Goes to the backhand, will look to open up. Then goes back on the backhand. McFerrin, time is running out. And just ran out of time and pushed it wide. And Monica has missed as well. We're still level at 0-0.
Something you see Maddie Hinch do quite a bit is changing where she runs out from the goal to really keep the striker guessing, but really good to stay up on her toes. Didn't commit to anything, didn't go, you know, flying in, trying to make a save. She just stayed up, stayed big, and made Monica make the decision.
Well, the Irish all grouped together. Savita again. This time it's Roisin Upton. Can she break the deadlock? The whistle goes. She accelerates into the circle. Savita again only comes as far as the penalty spot. That was a stick check, and it's gone in, and Ireland have the first goal. Roisin Upton stayed calm and buried it into the backboard. Ireland 1, India 0.
As you say, Ashley, really calm. I thought there she shaped to throw an aerial, and I'd love to have seen that. Sneaks it in that just past the post. Inches, doesn't matter. Irish goal. Gets a glove on it, Savita, so she's unlucky there.
So now India would really want to score this one to pull level. It falls to Navjot. Navjot, who fractured her shin back in 2012. She was inspired by the 2012 Commonwealth Games with gold medal winning team to take up hockey. She sets off into the circle. McFerrin Kames then retreats. Navjot, it's saved by McFerrin. There was no power in the shot, and McFerrin though did brilliantly just to deflect it wide. Aisha McFerrin, the hero again for Ireland.
Look at her bouncing around. She's on her toes, keeps her eye on the ball, drops down to the knees when she has to. Nearly sneaks it under. Irrelevant. Ali Meek steps up for Ireland next.
So Meek now with a chance to stretch Ireland's lead. Savita just stopped short of the penalty spot. Pushed it through. What a finish by Ali Meek! That was superb, and he really enjoyed it.
That is insane by Ali Meek. That's incredible.
That was audacious.
My goodness. Absolutely love this from Ali Meek. Look at that, little chuck. Cheeky, I like it.
Savita goes, where's it gone? What a finish. So now, stepping forward for India is Reena Kokkar. Reena has the pressure, she has to score. McFerrin, Reena spins, she does score. So now it falls down to the last one for Ireland. And if they score this, they are through to the semi-final.
Great. Under pressure, just to block McFerrin a little bit, get the ball into the hook of the stick, and then just to spin and release. But Chloe Watkins, this is to put your team in the semi-finals.
It is indeed. Chloe Watkins, can she do it? Savita has to save for India to keep their dream alive. Watkins straight down the barrel she goes. Savita moving on her toes, forces her one way, she's gonna score it. Ireland are in the semi-final of the World Cup. The second lowest ranked team, the Green Army Celebrators won. What a fairy tale, and it continues. Well, there is going to be a referral. I think this is just a last roll of the dice. Graham Shaw continues to celebrate. Well, whether it was...
You're fine. Ireland are through. Irrelevant, irrelevant.
Well, Ireland, look at the crowd, look at the players. This is monumental. It is fantastic scenes here in London. You feel for India, but Ireland have done it. They topped their pool, and now they've got through the quarter-final and are in the semi-final of the World Cup. Who would have believed it? Well, Shirley McKay had to ask for extra leave from her boss after they got in the quarter-finals. She's going to have to ask for extended leave now. Graham Shaw cannot believe it. There's tears of joy. Well, Chloe Watkins, what a performance. And Mal Clula, we're going to have to get your thoughts on your Vitality player of the match.
Listen, I think Aisha McFerrin was outstanding in that shootout, and I'm probably going to get slated for not giving it to her again, but for me, that final shootout from Chloe Watkins, she was outstanding for Ireland all day. She was the midfielder that broke through the entire time. So for me, Chloe Watkins is the player of the match.
Well, sadness for India, tears on the bench. They were on the brink of history, hadn't been in the semi-final for 44 years, but I'm sure those fans are still proud of the players and the achievement of the Indian Eves. But today, it was Ireland's day. Today, it was the Green Army's day. Ireland continue their march towards the final. When you think these girls pay to play hockey, it is remarkable what they've achieved, and it just shows how they've banded together as a team, how they've worked together so hard, and it's paying rewards. What a quarter-final we've witnessed. It is Ireland 0, India 0, but in the shootout, Ireland victorious 3 goals to 1. They march on to the semi-final. Well, here is confirmation. Ireland will play Spain on Saturday in the first semi-final. Australia, well, who will they play? We'll have to find out after the next game. And that is coming up shortly. It is the Netherlands versus England. Whoever wins that will meet Australia. We're going to go pitch side to Krista Cullen, who is no doubt with one of the smiling Irish.
I absolutely am. Chloe, talk me through what was going through your mind, because you had that opportunity to win it for Ireland, and now I can't wipe the smile off your face.
I mean, we knew we have the best keeper in the game at these. We knew she was going to keep making saves, had all faith in her, and, you know, she just kept blocking, and it came down to it, and we practiced them, and I just knew what I was going to do, and thankfully it came off.
And the game itself, sort of, there wasn't much to choose between the two of you.
No, yeah, it ended up being a very tight game. It was still quite hot out there, but India played really well, all credit to them. They've really had a great tournament. We just stuck at it, and came down to 1v1s, we were confident.
Thanks so much, and see you in the semis.
Thank you very much.